Hi everyone, welcome. This yoga sequence is designed to help you with your pop-up. As you're ready, we'll get started straight away in downward facing dog. So just coming about center on your mat, grounding the hands, spreading the fingers as wide as you can. Tuck the toes and we'll lift the hips up. And just starting with a slight bend in the knees here. You might even like to press opposite heels down at a time. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you start to feel into the backs of the legs. Really trying to keep some length through the spine, lifting the hips high. So even if you bend the knees a little more, that's perfect. And then just coming into stillness for a moment, taking a deep breath here, staying for the exhale. And on your next breath in, we'll lift the right leg up, lifting any amount to three-legged dog. And as you breathe out, bring the right foot between the hands and lower the back knee down. So if the leg doesn't come all the way forward, just help it along the way until the knee is over top of the ankle so that you can sink into the hips. Maybe the hands can gently rest on the right thigh. Try to keep it light so you're not pressing down. Taking a couple of deep breaths here to really sink into the left side, opening into the quads and hip flexors, giving yourself that space that your body needs. Trying to help yourself relax by keeping the breath steady, keeping it deep. One more breath in. And on the exhale, releasing the hands down, we'll shift ourselves back into a half split. So bringing the right leg towards straight, hips are drawing back, keeping the spine long, hands can come up onto the shin. You can be balancing with hands to hips, or maybe fingertips can even reach down to the mat. Feeling the stretch coming through the back of the right leg, into the hamstrings, maybe even all the way down into the back of the foot. Taking 2 more full breaths. Again, try to soften where you can, relax into the stretch where you can. And then on an inhale, we'll shift forward, ground the palms, step the right foot to meet the left, take your breath in your plank, and on the exhale, bend the elbows towards you to lower all the way down to the mat. Coming into cobra, untuck the toes, keep the legs together. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale as you roll away from the mat, elbows tight to the body, and exhale, we'll roll back down. We'll do that again. Inhale as you roll up, chest open, shoulders down. Exhale, rolling down. We'll tuck the toes, press up through your table, and then lift into downward facing dog. From your down dog, we'll take a bend into the knees, look to the hands. Step, walk, or you might even hop to land the feet outside the hands, top of the mat. Coming into a squat, let the toes point out slightly, feet ground down if they can. As we're opening into the hips, maybe the elbows can press to the inner thighs or inner knees as hands come together. If that's too much, you can always just keep your hands down for a little more support. Trying to find that space to the inner thigh, sinking the hips down towards the floor. Taking a deep breath here. And on your breath out, release the hands down. We'll straighten the legs coming into a fold. Taking the feet a little bit wider, maybe the width of the mat, bringing them parallel. We'll take the right hand to the left outer calf, ankle, wherever you reach, and reach the left arm up to the sky for a twist. Thinking about reaching fingertips, keeping length in the spine, and staying steady on your breath. Maybe staying here, maybe you'll explore bending into that left knee, just noticing what that changes. Maybe you can twist a little bit more. Maybe you feel a stretch to the right inner thigh. One more breath in. And on the exhale, we'll lower both hands down through center. Step back to your plank. Breathe in here, strong through the core. And breathe out as you lower down to the mat. Untucking the toes, inhale to lift into cobra. And exhale, roll back down, shift through your table, tuck the toes, and lift, downward facing dog. We'll come to the second side, lifting the left leg as you inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to bring the leg forward, bringing the foot between the hands as far as you can and helping the leg along the way to lower the back knee down. Coming into your low lunge, hands gently resting on the left thigh. Shoulders softening down and back, maybe even closing the eyes. Signaling the body to relax even though it might feel uncomfortable, it might be challenging to open into the hips. Try to guide yourself through with some patience and with some deep breaths. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And then release the hands down, shifting your weight back into your half split. Left leg comes towards straight. Long through the spine, hips drawing back, heart drawing forward. Hands supporting wherever they can best support as you stretch into the back of the left leg. Just let yourself work into it little by little. Slowly exploring, especially on your exhales. Maybe you can move a little deeper or readjust a little bit. And take one more breath here. And then shift forward again so you can ground the palms, step back to your plank, breathe in. And as you breathe out, we lower down. Untucking the toes, lifting the chest. Inhale to your cobra, elbows tight to the body. Exhale, roll back down. We'll take two more this time. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. And one more like this. We'll stay for an extra breath at the top here. Keep breathing. Keep the shoulders down, elbows in. And on your next exhale, we'll roll back down. Pressing up through your table, tuck the toes, lift, downward facing dog. Again, from here, we'll bring the feet outside the hands. You might step, walk, you might hop your way there. Coming towards the top of the mat. Into your malasana, yogi squat. Working into the inner thighs, elbows to the inner knee, hands together. Maybe feeling a little different this time, maybe a little more space coming through. Keeping the breath steady, signaling the body to relax into the stretch. One more breath in. And release the hands down, straighten the legs into your fold, feet coming parallel, maybe a little wider. This time left hand to the outside of the right leg as the right arm reaches up to the sky. Looking for that long line of energy up through to the fingertips, long through the spine. We'll take a couple more breaths, maybe stay here, maybe explore bending the right knee. Notice what that changes, notice the shift. Taking your inhale, and we'll lower down on the exhale. Hands to ground, step back to plank, breathe in, and breathe out to lower. Lifting into cobra, and shifting to downward facing dog. Couple of deep breaths here, just to feel the changes in the body. Feeling the length into the backs of the legs, length through the spine. And gently we'll lower the knees down, coming back into seated. Thanks so much for taking the time to join and to try these poses. I hope that they can help you with your pop-up.